Hi, I'm back and I am going to do a review on Dark World Into the Shadows with the lead investigator of the Ghost Adventures crew, Zak Bagans. Okay, so this book is really good, okay? I must say, I give it 2 thumbs up. And I was reading online, it got 5 stars by Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. So it starts off and he tells how he got started, his little life story, and that's pretty good. He was always into the mysterious things of life and blah 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 blah. Then he goes into energy. This is very scientific, by the way. Then he goes into the different types of ghosts, like children, the different type of spirits, like children, mean spirits, intelligent spirits, residual hauntings, which is like something that rewinds and repeats itself over and over, like a broken record. He goes into the equipment. He goes into good spirits, bad spirits, mean spirits, demons, and the difference between all of them, and how he's encountered them in all of his travels and investigations. And he goes into the emotional state that he goes in while he's there. It's like you're there with him instead of watching it on on the television. He goes into his emotional feelings that he can't go to on film. So he kind of gives you his inside thinking. And then he goes into how he feels that demons communicate with each other in different parts of the world, or how they attach themselves to you, how spirits attach themselves to you sometimes, how he feels like like these attached spirits will not let him have a relationship with a woman. He goes into the shadows, mists. He goes into why he chooses darkness to go and see paranormal activity in, and he says that the visual light spectrum will not allow us to see what is in the darkness, because the darkness is not a void. It is a space that has things in it that we just can't see. So we feel like nothing is there because we can't see it in our light spectrum. But he goes into, yes, there is things there, and there is energy there. So that's what I always talk about in my dark energy videos, how these spirits and ghosts and demons, they can manifest energy from this darkness and use it to move objects, to make us think certain things, to make us feel certain ways, which is the same concept of using dark energy and dark matter to manifest your will. So spirits, ghosts, and demons use this dark energy and dark matter to create and manifest their will. From that side, we can also use the same energy on our side as well, but the only reason that they have to use it and that they know how to use it is because they don't have a physical body. Okay. And then it goes with connecting with history, saying how if you know the history of a place, it can help you with the full understanding of the hauntings, blah blah blah. Okay, so it goes into all of the equipment that they use, which is really interesting how a lot of these inventors started. This guy who invented the mail meter, he lost his daughter, and him and his wife were visited by their daughter at the same exact time. So they know, they were both seeing the same thing and feeling the same thing. And he developed the mail meter so that he could try to communicate with his daughter that had passed on, and she was just a little girl. So they both felt her get into their bed in between them. You know how a little kid runs into your bed at night, to sleep. So she kind of inspired him to create this meter that measures EVP and stuff like that. Okay. Then it goes on to electromagnetic fields. It goes into ley lines, like places of power on earth that have spiritual energy, tormented spirits. It has like a lot of dark stories in here about the hauntings and why certain hauntings are, you know, at certain places. Signs and omens that he got before investigations. It goes into how when he goes overseas to foreign countries, that spirits don't get attached to him when he flies over the ocean, because he goes into how water holds and stores energy, and that he's never had any spirits follow him across water or across the ocean, because something kind of cleared it out. You have to read on that. It's very scientific. But yeah, so I'm just going to skip through this. Opening a portal. This is when he was investigating a place that used to do satanic rituals to conjure demons. And he said that there was a portal open there. And it, you know, got loose and scratched him. So there's pictures in here, of course. Not too many, maybe like 4 or 5. But then he goes into the evil side of how things work. Just like there are evil people, there are evil spirits. And he goes into how he had to hang out with vampires one night, and not real vampires, but like, you know, gothic vampires, and they freaked him out. But they told him about a place that he went to go investigate. Anyway, so let's see. Let me skip to the science part, which is really good. He talks about how, let me see, how demons can hurt you and manipulate your skin and the inside of your body to cause pain. And when he says manipulate that skin and make pain in your body, they're using that dark energy and that dark matter in between the spaces in your body to cause this pain and skin irritation. So like I said, just like they can do that, you can heal with dark energy. Okay, anyway. Then he goes through the levels of possession. There are 3 levels to possession: infestation, oppression, and then full possession. Then he goes into, okay, let me see. So you want to date me? He tells you, he says why he can't have a girlfriend because he's haunted as a person, and these entities and demons follow him and torment people that come into his house or try to be close to him. Anyway, so the science behind all of this is very interesting. This was actually my favorite part of the whole book. It goes into quantum physics. It goes into questioning the universe and how things work and where spirits dwell. Is there a parallel dimension? Are there multiverses? And are we seeing beings that are living in a different dimension or a different world that we think are spirits? Do the dead go to a different dimension where they can kind of still contact and communicate with us through certain technology and stuff like that? And also here they talk about dark energy and how what's in the darkness is actually, you know, a lot to do with paranormal activity. And it talks about how time is not a straight line and how it flows in the path of least resistance in the universe. Let's see. The imprint theory, how things are imprinted into stone, crystals, water, and are like little microchips that are just laying around the earth, and the memories and events are stored in them. It goes the stone, tape, and water tape theory. It's like digital and tape recordings of energies of the living, like on stone walls, in mines, inside of rocks, in water. And the water holds memory as well. It just goes really deep into the science of water holding memory, as well as stone and crystals and stuff like that. So then they go into like weather phenomena theory. And then it goes into, I marked a lot of pages, but because I want to go back and make notes, but basically they ask all these people who are in the field, they ask where they see the future of paranormal activity going and how they wish scientists, astrophysicists, and quantum physicians would work with them to like bridge the gap between the paranormal and you know, the mystery of the universe. And they see in the future, they expect in the future that they'll have new technology to communicate with spirits that have passed on, to help in like murder investigations, to help in, you know, seeing things that can't be seen with our own, you know, human eyes, and how eventually it's going to happen. We just are not there technology wise, because no one will kind of get together to discuss, you know, their findings, what works and what works, the moon phase, the weather, the temperature that is present when a lot of paranormal activity is present. No one records these and puts it in like a large database for other paranormal investigators to compare to know when the best time to look for paranormal activity is. They don't have a scientific database that they can go into and sort of see when the best time is to find a ghost, because no one wants to share their information. They're all rushing to like be the discoverer of this, so they don't share information. So they're trying to say, you know, we all need to get together, sit down at a round table and show everyone what we got and compare evidence. But no one wants to do that because they're like on this search for fame instead of the progression of the field. So that's what he's kind of angry about at the end. But yeah, so they want all the scientists to come together to acknowledge the fact that there is something hidden that we don't see, that we don't have answers to. The darkness, the dark matter. What's in the darkness? Is it time repeating itself? Is it us and from other dimensions? Is it multiverse? Where do the spirits go? Blah, 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 blah. So this book, I give 2 thumbs up. I'm probably going to buy this because I did check it out of the library, but I'm probably going to buy this because of the science section in the back. It's super great. It is so easy to explain. It is written in terms that any person could understand, and it explains dark matter, the universe, multiverse, in just a few chapters. So you don't have to like go through a whole quantum physics book. He breaks everything down to as far as those things. So I am definitely going to buy this book. He wrote another book that's coming out, or it's already out, and it's called I Am Haunted, or something like that. I might check that one out too. But that was my review on that book. I love that book. I'm a fan now. I'm going to be watching every episode, because I've already watched every episode up until a few months ago. So I'm going to be going back. But this is my next book that I'm reading. I've already started it. And it's called Death by Black Hole by Neil Degrasse Tyson. If y'all have heard of him, y'all might have seen him on a lot of news interviews, but that's him. He does a lot of commentary and stuff like that on the news about politics and science and history and everything. So he is he's an astrophysicist with the American Museum of Natural History, where he serves as director of its world-famous Hayden Planetarium. Tyson is an award-winning author and columnist for natural history. And I don't know why, he's all over the news lately. Anyway, I didn't even know he wrote this book. I just picked it up because of the title. Because, and this goes into the quantum physics of Earth and stuff like that. So, in the darkness, and it's just I haven't gotten into it, so I can't really tell you. But next review, if I do a review on this at all, yeah. So I will see y'all later. Thumbs up if you liked the book review, of Dark Worlds. Let me know if you're going to check it out, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I know I'm still in my pajamas, y'all, but that's how I roll. Bye.